Hello, everybody, and welcome to the woohoo! It worked. All right, I'm very excited. I've had to switch things up because I had a technical problem today, and it caused issues. And I'm just trying to get used to the new setup. I might hate it. I'm not sure. But for now, hi everybody. How we doing? Hi Josh. Hi Will. Hi Mallory.
Oh.
I never call her Mallory. It's so weird. Doxy.
Yeah.
Foxy Doxy.
Hello.
Foxy Doxy.
Yeah. Saying Mallory is just like Mallory. It doesn't sound right.
It kind of felt like a school teacher.
Right?
Talking to her.
Mallory, are you paying attention?
Could you not?
Oh, just getting hot flashes. Hello. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Good? Good? Yeah?
I think it's agreed. Everyone's tired.
Little sleepy.
Yeah. I helped.
Super sleepy. I have fresh coffee here, though. I'm pretty.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was going to brew coffee.
Yeah, me too.
I forgot. I'm going to do that text thing. Let's see what the response is. I'll do a verbal one. Hey, sweetie. So, I was just wondering if you could, like, I don't know, brew a fresh pot of coffee or something. Hey, thanks. Oh, no, I don't want to hear it back. God, I don't want to hear my voice. Yeah. I helped my parents build a deck at their house today. It was, I woke up and I was thinking about what am I going to have for breakfast. And then my mom texted me, what time are you showing up to help your dad? And I was like, no, shit, I forgot. And then it ended up being just a beautiful day. So we just spent like hours out there building a deck, and it was pretty cool, you know? Did you guys do anything fun today aside from William being at work and Laszlo, whatever the hell your name is, packing a whole bunch of boxes?
I literally stopped working under an hour ago. So, no. That's my answer.
Nice. I won't lie, I think I'm hating this setup. I'm just gonna get into the stream and then I'll figure it out.
It's gotten changed. You really are like spiritually 50.
Well, to be fair, I have to look. I'm looking. I have to be. Hi, Josh. How you doing? For me to look at you, I'm looking this way. But my microphone is right here, which is not how this kind of microphone is supposed to work. It's supposed to be right here, right? That it's over here. It's just a terrible setup.
You could put us on a different screen.
No, because then it's gonna screw up the entire setup. Like, watch. I'll show you what happens.
It's way too complicated.
Here we go. Here,
No,
watch this.
it's grab the bar and
It's broken.
Oh,
It's
I do
broken.
like that though.
It's
I do
all
like
broken.
that.
Look how
That
terrible
looks
this is.
great.
we look
Oh, man.
smaller.
You are. Everything's ruined.
Man, no, I'm a fan of this. Whatever's happened here, I'm all for it. This is quality.
Now, if we had character art, you can put it next to us.
There you go.
All right. So, of course, every stream we always start talking about the same thing because it's really important. Now, I didn't know this, so my news just in from Mallory, Doxy, Foxy. Apparently, Iowa City has had a lot of
thing now.
wonderful.
Sorry.
Has had a lot of wonderful changes. I didn't know this prior. I hadn't read that in the news, so that's freaking awesome. Even though we're having a lot of change happening in the United States on the small level, like a municipality here or maybe a state there, so on and so forth, we've had almost no federal change approaching the concerns that are happening. Well, for some people, their entire lives for many generations, but for the past several weeks, as a national and even global conversation. There's been very, very little change that's happened federally, at least in this country. And I just think it's really important that, of course, we keep maintaining that as the topic of conversation. We keep having those conversations with the people that we know, that we keep in the forefront of it, even if it's so much as simple as a retweet or a mention to somebody.
Can I chime in here
Please.
for a second?
Yeah.
There are so many ways that you can support without spending a fucking dime. If you prefer to spend dimes, by all means, those are like good too. But there are so many ways, like literally just any time you see somebody confused or asking about what's going on in your area, just be aware. Just like read about events that are happening in your area. Attend to those events if it's safe and if you can, and find out ways that they need help that doesn't cost anything. There are leaders of these events that will give you guidance on how to be a part of this thing. Be a part of it. Be a part of it.
Not enough change has happened, so we just got to keep pushing for more and more and more change. All right, cool. It's important that we never that we don't stop talking about this until we actually see something pretty massive happen. So as always, we're going to keep talking about that. Now, as a side note for this particular campaign, just because of what's going on, topics at hand, while this campaign does, of course, very much get into the existence of and the proliferation of, expansion of it within one nation, slavery in this world, racism for the most part doesn't exist. I actually removed things like Drow and Sverfneblin and Darrow and Dwarger and whatnot from my world. They don't exist here because I don't like the premise of those even existing. I don't like the idea of why it is that they exist, and that there's people hate these particular races because they happen to be black and whatnot. So racism for the most part does not exist in the world, but slavery does, because that of course stands outside of just the America. That is something that has existed in many cultures throughout the world. It's a big integral part of fantasy. So one not pertaining to the other one. Everybody can be a slave in Yovance. So nice. Nice. Equal opportunity slavery. Maybe Laszlo will be one. Maybe. All we can do is try. Speaking of trying, I think what you guys are trying to do is survive this next encounter. What you had done was prepare yourselves for the onslaught. I mean, let's be serious. It wasn't that long ago that you found out, oh shit, this person in the basement that we're questioning is literally trying to use this interrogation to interrogate us, and we are giving them a bit of information. Whoopsie. Let's stop that. And if I remember correctly, you actually let them go, which is what led. No, you do.
Nope, we did not. We tied them to a chair. I dislocated their fingers. They are unconscious. No, they're not let go anywhere. They are very much subdued and unable to do anything right now. If we die, they die too. So, yeah. No. Look, we're the good. And I can't even say it with a straight face.
You guys actually have stream tag good guys.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, to be fair, we just because we're good guys, it's an issue to let him go.
It is.
I mean, it's not just like us being cruel and be like, I don't like you.
We're still trying to recruit him. To be fair, that is still, I think, the intent.
Well, we found out that wasn't. He was trying to flip the script on us.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think, I don't know. In my, just like giving you a little bit of insight, like Oscar's still thinking he might be turnable. To be real.
I've been told that once or twice. So, cool. So you guys have him still locked in the basement. My apologies. And you know that there's a few people coming. I believe you were told there were 5 of them that are coming towards the building, or at least there's at least 5 more people that are out there. Now, for your actual preparations, reminds me about where you were situating yourself. I want to say one of you actually took to the windows, which is where
Doxy and I did. We took opposite windows.
Which is where they actually were shooting at you before. Cool. And where did Oscar go? Because I thought for a minute I thought you were going to go underneath the stairs, Josh, and I don't remember why I thought that.
We talked about it, but we didn't. I'm muted.
No, you're not.
Oh, all right. We talked about it, but damn it.
Oh, you are popping.
You're a little bit cracked.
Josh, as soon as you come up here, I'll give you a couple of blue Yetis for you to choose from. See if you can make it work. Okay.
Oh. All right. We talked about it, me staying outside so I can get better range, but then it was decided against it because it was too dangerous.
So I'm situated at the front door on the inside, basically prepped to attack if the upstairs folks call out that the people coming in are enemies.
Okay. My apologies. You were on the Widow's Peak, I think you were saying? Where were you standing?
Me? Literally in the
front door.
Oh,
literally
you're
in the front hall.
Oh, my apologies. Okay, so you're just I'm gonna stand there. I'm not doing none of this range bullshit. I got my spear. I got my shield.
Literally just there. I'm back from the door. Like, I'm not like at the front door. Like, I'm in the front hall, about my movement's distance to the door. So about 12 feet to the door. Now you're muted, Josh.
Yeah.
Or you were... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, this seems good.
Hi. Hey.
Yeah, welcome back.
I disconnected everything to try to not have to turn off the computer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that worked or not.
Do you want the... Okay, I was like, do you want the honest answer?
I will say, yeah, it was the door he built.
Oh, I think I got a verbal response. I'm afraid to hear it.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to hear this? Hold on, let's see if it's loud enough. 1 second.
But of course, my little chalupa, I even ground up some fresh beans for you.
Oh my goodness.
I would be in so much trouble.
Actually precious.
Yeah.
Chalupa? I don't know if we called it chalupa before.
That's a new one. A new one.
I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. Awesome. Cool. Let's continue. So, you're standing in the front hallway, the two of you above, you guys are waiting literally for them to approach. What I'm going to need from the three of you, I imagine the three of you are sitting there silent. I mean, it's one of those things where you know what's going to happen. There's going to be an assault at the house, and you're being prepared for it. So there's that moment where, like, everybody's kind of being quiet. Minute passes. Minute rolls into 5. Rolls into 10. You know what I mean? It's one of those times where kind of Chris Ellen, who's not really accustomed to combat, just getting accustomed to it, might be like nervously holding on to her crossbow. Hey, Chris, you don't have a Stalingrad bow, do you?
No.
No?
Not yet.
Just a crossbow.
Okay, I didn't think so.
No. We discussed getting her one when we get funds to do so.
Yeah, because it allows you to like, and a couple of other things too, depending on the quality of it. Yeah. Anyways, that's gonna haunt me for a while. So
Galupa.
I'm just glad Treadmill Troll's not in this doesn't watch the show. He'd like draw a picture of me as a chalupa. So anyways, the you guys are allowing the kind of like it's like quiet of the night, stillness, just that waiting for it to happen. As this time passes, as it's rolling on, would you guys go ahead and do me a favor and roll me a perception check. I don't know where to look at my screens. It's really bothering me. I'm like, ugh. Cool. So, got my guideline. Hang on. So you guys are listening and allowing the time to pass. Patience is something that's very well practiced for each of you for different reasons, different disciplines. Chris Ellen knows patience. She's been trained it from an early age to be patient because you didn't know if she's going to be on an arm at some long seminar or with a particularly boring date that she might be on who's drolling on about things that she just doesn't care about. Laszlo, 250 years of researching magic and spent reading tomes, countless time just studying, learning, hoping to maybe get an understanding of the next spell. And Oscar, practiced muscle, practiced discipline. Each one of you just waiting for this to happen, listening. But unfortunately, all of you are caught off guard by the first sound that happens. For you, Laszlo, the noise that you hear isn't somebody charging from through the front door. I said Laszlo, I meant Oscar. It's not somebody casting and canting a spell from afar. It's not a bright sparks or lights or whatever it is from a spell going off. It's actually a creaky floorboard, maybe a step or two behind you, as somebody clearly had made themselves in through the back door and are coming up to approach. Sure, you do hear them as they attack, so you are able to wheel around in time to approach them as they get there, but certainly you lost any form of advantage you would have had from being in the ground.
Sure. Absolutely.
Chat can't see the rolls. Oh, sorry. That's because this game doesn't allow me to do like I might be able to learn the templates to a template format, so I put an image over chat, make it work. It's kind of lame, but what you gotta do. There you go. This roll. So what I'm gonna have your characters do, and I have to make sure we're all on the same page. Currently, no. What I'm gonna have your characters do is go ahead and roll for me initiative. Don't forget to click your token first.
It doesn't add to the tracker in this game, remember?
Oh, that's right. Oh, I thought there was a way. No, that was when we were playing with the GURPS format.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So now I got to do this. Okay. And so we're gonna do that, and I also needed to grab one more, but I'll do that in a second. I am going to open roll my rolls as I usually do. 3d6. Wrong buttons. So I'm gonna do this twice. I rolled garbage. Hey. Okay. Now I'm gonna grab one more mini in a second to throw on there. All right, cool. So you guys are actually waiting, listening for what it is that you can do. When all of a sudden, Oscar, you hear a creak of a floorboard behind you. You're able to wheel around to meet the attack, but of course, they're still going to be able to attack at you. It's just you're not going to be missing. You can actually get your shield there in time and whatnot. You're not going to be completely flat-footed from this attack. So, he's going to make his attack roll against you.
14, looking to hit.
Yep. It's one of those things where Oscar, all he needs is that one creak. All he needs, the guy literally had to take one more step forward and swing his sword, but that was just enough time for Oscar. You can imagine him kind of sitting there, his spear out, his shields out, whatnot, for him to almost like take a step, like a swooping step back, get the shield up in time to protect him. That actually brings us to the top of initiative, with Oscar being the first one to act, and the others, you're not even gonna have to roll a perception check. You're gonna easily be able to hear what's going on downstairs. If you choose to perception or whatever you want for your own, whatever else might be going on, it's up to you. Oscar, it's your turn, sir.
Yeah, so I mean, the major action is going to be an attack first. And you know what? Because he's right next to me, I'm going to actually minor action aim this one.
Sure. Rather
than moving. So I'm going to add +1 to my attack, and I'll do that manually here. Okay. So 14 to hit.
With 3 stunt dice. So the 14 to hit actually does not hit the gentleman. Does that 14 include the
That includes the +1.
Gotcha. Does not hit the gentleman. Now, mind you, I did not tell you. I did not ask you. If there was what's the word I'm looking for? If you wanted to use luck die, my apologies. So,
no, not for this one. That's
okay.
fine.
I was gonna say you technically can because I made that mistake, but
that's okay. No,
awesome.
No, that's all right.
Anything else with your turn, sir?
No. I mean, I'm still just standing as I was. So.
Okay. And next is going to actually be Laszlo's turn. Laszlo, I'm actually finally rolled my other initiative. Let's break that tie. Roll me a flat 3d6.
I mean, he wins.
No, wait, we both have a 10.
Yeah, he has 4 stunt.
Oh, that's right. 4 stunt. Oh, what a waste of a good roll. All right, cool. So then, what you guys end up noticing, Laszlo, is before you actually get to act, so you hear all of a sudden combat going on downstairs. Does Oscar holler anything out when he defends and attacks?
It's just a whistle. It's nothing out of the just.
I can't. I can do basic whistling. I can't do those. Like my dad and my brother Will can do the.
The 2 fingers in. I won't do that because it'll be very loud. I can do that as well. I would be very loud in here, and I live in a small apartment, and people would be mad. So
I can just do the
close,
standard,
like really often, and can never quite cinch it.
It's a tough one.
It's the beard. It's messing with your lips.
Anyways, so you guys are upstairs. You heard obviously that happening, and as you were going to react, however it was that you're going to react, all of a sudden, you do hear outside that there is somebody that is incanting. Now, you can roll me a Arcana check for this one. To both of you guys can arcane lore. The two of you that are upstairs and listening, because you're not in the middle of combat. Roll an arcane lore check to see what's being incanted. You can't see them though. You're just listening at this point. It's a good roll. Doxy?
Arcane?
Lore, yeah.
Which would be intelligence.
Unless you don't have that.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. So,
Okay.
Josh, what you know is that the spell that they're casting is some sort of wall. You're not entirely sure what it is. It's some sort of wall, but it's made pretty obvious when all of a sudden the windows, like you two are standing behind, but not just those windows. All the windows in the room that you're in are completely walled off with stone.
Should have hid outside.
I got shit. Oh, where's his face? Where's his face? Sorry. So, are completely walled off with stone. So you're actually able to, you're not able to see outside those windows down there whatsoever. That's all that you get on, from this person casting. It's now your turn, Laszlo.
Okay. Well, that sucks. All right. How far away can I'm gonna do the run, so I'm gonna double my speed in yards. Can I just start making my way to the Widow's Peak?
Yeah, you can definitely start making your way up. Absolutely. So you technically, I think, triple move in this game when you do the run action. Right?
Yeah, because I run and then minor action move.
Correct.
So
yeah.
it's 3 movements.
So it's kind of like
Which,
you said.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I forget how far. Where is it? Speed 10.
Speed 10. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you do that, of course, like you just described. Go ahead and roll me a perception check while you're doing this. That's pretty good. One of the things that you notice as you're going is that it looks like literally all of the windows, as you're running up here, every window that you run past has been blocked off, stoned off.
With my arcane lore check, would I know if it was just the windows or if it's like a literal wall is blocking the building?
You're not entirely sure because you didn't catch the entire spell well enough. You just knew it was a type of wall being made. But it wasn't a spell that you were familiar with. So maybe it was literally just the windows. It could have been a whole wall. You honestly don't know. You'll be able to see once you get to the Widow's Peak. You finish your turn popping through the like door or hatch or whatever it is to get out onto the Widow's Peak, but then you're going to end your turn there without even being able to like look over the ledge and get a better vantage point. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to bring us to Chris Ellen's turn. Chrissy Chris, hey girl.
Can I hold my turn until the end of the round?
Yeah. I don't know if that actually exists in this game, but I've always appreciated that kind of stuff. So more or less, you want to reset your initiative to be like a 6.
And can't I just do that for one round though?
It's for this round.
I'm perfectly fine with you doing that too.
I would
In
like to do
third
it for
edition, when you
just
did
this
that,
round.
you actually are always in the new spot. But I'm fine with you doing that just this round. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. So then it's going to be the next people's turns. Actually, I feel like that guy should have gone before you anyways. What is your?
I have a dex of 2.
I didn't see
so
what you
sorry.
rolled.
It's based on stunt points, though.
Yeah.
my
She rolled
stunt
5
was
stun.
5. Yeah.
She rolled 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with my 9, I rolled a 4. So yeah, no, you it's okay. So you hold your turns. It's one of those things where you like see Laszlo run, like all of a sudden the windows seal up with stone, and you're like, oh shit! And all of a sudden he kind of gets up and starts running, making his way upstairs. You take a moment to kind of like plot out what you want to do next, and that's when you actually hear actually Doxy and Oscar. You guys can roll me a perception check. You can as well, Josh, but the DC is different for you. Oh, you did roll. Thank you so much. I thought I was waiting for one. Okay, so it's actually Oscar and Doxy both here. I will say, since you both have stunt dice, this is to notice things. I'm trying to remember what that's called. Not exploration. Discovery.
Exploration. Might
Exploration.
Be
Yay! I said it right.
Exploration.
Cool. So you guys have stunt points for exploration.
Let me take a look.
Wow.
Well, okay.
This is so awkward.
How many did I
Change.
get? 3? Ooh,
Hit
that's
it.
awkward.
Notes there.
I think I will take advantageous positioning. To put me in a spot that makes it best for me to attack these fools.
Cool. I almost see, unless you had a different something else in mind, I see your character kind of being like, this spot's not good anymore. Fuck it. And then you kind of like push yourself forward and go running out the door to the top of the stairwell. But like, where you can actually get like good angling looking down, so you can actually see the one that's attacking Oscar. And what was your total perception? 12? You can see the one that's attacking Oscar. That's there. You also see you're also going to see something else in a moment when I get to it.
So in terms of mine, I kind of want to do a that makes me wonder, making another perception test.
Beautiful.
No
Roll for me.
cost or resources. It's specifically, I think it's, hold on. I can make it about my surroundings in general or the specific object of my test, but I'll just let you decide whatever that looks like. It's only a 10 anyways, but.
Are you happy with your 10? Or do you want to modify that to be a little bit better?
Nah, just let me know what that gets me, if anything.
Okay, I'm gonna say what I'll say is this. So what you guys notice, and this is Laszlo, you don't quite notice it. Somebody downstairs when they had opened up the kitchen, opened up the back door, which is how they came up behind you there, Oscar. Somebody else has stayed behind you in that doorway, and with a wand in hand, flick of the wrist, you can actually see fire rolling outwards and igniting the entire area in front of it, like setting stuff on fire, so on and so forth. Because of the way that the system works, you can actually do 2 castings of the wand in 1 round, which we discussed before, and you're able to do that with like the magic missile. So literally just like 2 burning hands thrown inside there, catching the entire area on fire. That makes you wonder, allows you to see, is that the person that's doing this is definitely another one, just looks like all the others that you had seen beforehand, Perrin, so on and so forth. Most likely Perrin looks like they're human, so on and so forth.
Right.
So nothing that really stands out or surprises you, but it's the licking flames that allow you to see this.
Right.
Doxy, what I was saying with your advantageous positioning, that rolling fire, you can't see the person that's doing it because they're just outside the door, right? But what you can see is, because the way that the fire works is like a cone shape to it. So you're actually able to see that there is a, almost like, you're pretty sure if you aim your crossbow low, you might even be able to hit that person, but you'd be almost shooting blind. And then there's the one that Oscar's fighting that's right there that you can clearly see broad daylight, right? So anyways, moving on. This is going to be after their turn. Oh, sorry, that was one person's turn. You also, this is with you, Oscar. No, nobody else notices anything else. Yeah, nobody else notices anything else at the moment. And then that's going to go to the next guy's turn, unless Doxy's going now. No? Okay.
No, I was gonna just go at the end of the round.
Okay.
So it'll be after this.
You don't really need to make a perception check on this one, but you can tell that sorry, Will. That beautifully crafted door that you had just made. Roll me a perception again. I want to see if you notice something else before I describe that. Roll.
14.
You actually are able to see that you can actually hear like a scraping against the door and almost like like something banging against it. You imagine probably prying something against the door, and you also see fire licking around the door, licking underneath it, so on and so forth. You can see the fire starting to roll in.
I just made that.
Yep. After that, once again, there's with your 14 perception, you also notice that out by the back door, people are moving something back there. They had dragged something over or brought something back there, but you can't make out what it is. You're in the middle of a goddamn fight. Speaking of that fight, Doxy, would you like to take a turn before the top of initiative?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to shoot him. I'm going to shoot him good. Going to shoot him okay.
Okay. So you did nothing with your minor action. Would you have wanted to aim?
Take aim, yes. to add one.
And this is the one that's attacking Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You miss.
Fuck's sake. Okay.
Well, but don't forget you have luck die too.
I don't care. I'm gonna next.
Oscar, your turn. Sorry.
I feel that.
But hey, at least you got a free minor action by running over here for free, right?
Yep.
I am going to take aim again.
Okay.
And try and swing at this guy who's in front of me. It's an 18 to hit this time.
Oh boy, that's sexy. All right.
Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, at 18 hits.
So it'll be 10 damage to him.
I keep making you roll these checks. Oscar, roll me a perception check.
You got it, boss. I clicked it. It's going.
Good.
So it's a great 6 with 2 stunt points, though. So, you know, like, I mean.
What I'll say is you thrust forward and you stab the guy with the spear. Obviously, it hurt the person, but far less than you expected it to. But it definitely did hurt the person. There's no getting around that, right?
Okay.
Cool. So anyways, that's going to be after you is going to be another person's turn. So all of a sudden you hear from barking orders from outside. The voice is kind of low, it's deep, and you hear it hollering, "What the fuck you doing? Throw it in there! Get it in there!" "No, we were just trying to get it in!" And as the person kind of like makes their way around and so on and so forth, you don't really see or hear them do anything other than that yelling from behind. It's gonna go to Laszlo's turn. Laszlo, you're finally at the Widow's Peak. You can easily make your way over to the edge and look off, but not if you'd like. One minor action to be able to walk and look.
Okay. Perception, I'm assuming. Is there a wall? Would I see, like, right in front?
Roll a perception check. You can see, don't worry.
Oh.
First and foremost, there is no wall that's everywhere. It seems like whatever spell or maybe group of spells, whatever it was, literally boarded up all the windows with stone. Like placed stone inside each of the windows, which is frightening and frustrating. The stone does somewhat overhang outside the windows ever so slightly. Laszlo is very smart and knows that maybe if you guys were to hit it hard enough, because there's gonna be pressure and everything there, you might be able to knock that kind of stuff out because of the way it's weighted in the windows, but that's gonna be a really difficult thing to do. But moving aside from that, looking down and off to the side, like looking off the edge, you actually see outside the front door, there are 2 people outside the front door. One of them is literally grabbing, what is it called? Like a small stick, and they're waving their hand over it. And as they're waving their hand over it and saying an incantation, you can literally see the stick growing. It's actually growing in size, and they're like angling it so it's going to brace against the door. There's already another now log braced against the door that's allowing it to not be able to easily be opened, right? And then the another person is down there and literally actively throwing fire at the door itself. When you look down the backside, because you go over, look off that side, you go over to the other side, you look off the backside, you see that there is a group of people that's back there. What is it? 2 of them have been dragging and moving some like heavy containers. They look like they're maybe made out of clay. You're not sure. Down there, one of them was literally just barking the orders. It's the one that caught your attention. And then the 4th one that's down there was the one that had the wand in hand and just throwing a bunch of fire down below. They look like they might continue to throw fire in a moment. It's your turn. You still have your major action.
All right. Just remind me, with all my checks I did on the life seed, did I get a command word? I remember I didn't know exactly what it did, but I thought I got a command word, like something to activate it.
You pretty sure you know that you can activate it if I can't remember how, because it's been, like a month IRL since we talked about that thing. I want to say you understood that it can bring life to something that doesn't have life. And you had surmised that as it might be able to bring somebody back from the dead, maybe not. It might also be able to give life to something that literally doesn't have it, like a rock. Who knows? You're not entirely sure, but it's meant to give life.
Okay, so looking out from the vantage point, how far away is like a tree line or anything like that? Because this is like a driveway, right?
Correct.
Or an entrance point.
It's actually, there's not much by way of trees. The trees are a good distance away from here. because he likes to have the clean, open view overlooking down into the lake behind the house and in the front of the house, so he could overlook the city that was there. You know what I mean? There wasn't a lot of trees in this area. There's a lot of bushes. He has planted a bunch of, are they lilies?
That was in the graveyard.
That was in the
Yeah, in the
graveyard. That
back.
was well behind.
All right. So,
They'll
all
be fine.
right. All right. I have the scroll of call lightning.
Okay.
Is that a major action, and does it attack with the action or no?
I would say it's a major action to activate a scroll, which is so weird. But major action to activate with scroll.
But that doesn't include like a strike.
I'm pretty sure a part of casting call lightning you can do a strike. It's
Yeah,
literally-
but I know that we have to like fiddle with it.
No, the real spell. When you cast call lightning, you also strike at the same time.
So I pull out the scroll, and I'm targeting the jars. A jar.
Okay.
Because obviously they're trying to trap us and shove those things in for some reason or something.
Mhm.
So
Probably.
I'm gonna pull out the scroll and I'm gonna start reading it as my eyes are focused. Like I'll have the paper, and as I know you said the spell kind of gets consumed, the spell scroll, I'm gonna have it so that when it finishes, I'm looking right at the clay jar that they're trying to push.
You're reading a scroll. I'm going to have to make you make a check for that one. So this is just going to be, because it's, do you have an enhance?
I don't have lightning. No.
Which is so
Sorry,
weird
it's
for your
just-
character, but gotcha.
You have to go to journeyman
I know.
to get it.
So it's just weird. But for your concept, I mean. So anyways, you can go ahead and make that roll. Just the Arcana, I think it is, or not Arcana. Is that, not
It's just
Arcane
Arcana.
Lore, it's just intelligence. Right?
It would be lightning arcana, so it's just intelligence.
Yeah, just intelligence.
Can I use a
You should
luck
luck
die?
that.
Of course you can.
You should luck that.
Oh, I actually actually no, sorry. 8 minutes ago, an Ashen Phoenix gave you guys a pool of luck. So sorry.
Okay.
I and one for me as well. So I just put them on there. Go ahead, sir.
12.
That's better.
Okay, let me just double check the DC chart again. Because this is, what level spell is this, Josh? Third, I think?
Pathfinder, it's third. And it's the same for 5e. I don't know which version you're using.
You pull the scroll and you start reading it. And it's one of those things where you almost cast a spell, but unfortunately, you know what word it was that you mispronounced. It's just been so long since you spoke this dialect, because you've been trying not to. It's been 10 years. You mispronounced one word and you flub the spell. It doesn't. No problems go off because you were close to casting it, but unfortunately, you didn't actually get it off, which is a problem I'm sure you've had
Can we
before.
speak, or is that... Can I yell something? Or...
Yeah. For speaking is a free action, so you did major minors. You still have it free.
All right, so I'm gonna yell. They're trying to barricade us in as loud as I can, even though I'm 3 stories up. So we'll see.
Chris, it's your turn. They can hear you, by the way. Absolutely can hear you. Because Laszlo he like lean back to like holler down, so it's like towards like the open door or whatever it is. They can hear you. Don't worry, especially for Sally Cat and everybody outside. Chris, your turn, Ladyface.
How many turns do you expect it would take for me to run out the back door and around the side?
So there's 4 people out the back door. You don't know that there's 4. You know that there's at least 2 out there. But it would definitely take like just a major action to run down and just outside the back door. But again, there'd be 4 people around you. Your character only knows that there's 2. And then you would still have your minor left.
Okay. I am going to run to the back door and not... it's going to be a major action to open the door too, isn't it?
No. Door's already open. They're throwing fire into it.
It's spicy.
How many turns do you think it would take me to get to where Laszlo is?
It would take a major action to run up to where Laszlo is because you got a free minor action last time.
So then wouldn't it take a minor action?
He used a major
No,
and a
because
minor.
he used it. Okay.
Yep, you're good.
Are there any windows overlooking the men outside in the back?
There would be, but they were. You probably didn't notice this yet, so you could spend a moment kind of like looking around. Actually, I didn't give this to you beforehand because you moved for free, but I will allow a perception check now. Okay, so with your perception check of 14, it's one of those things where as soon as you get that idea, this is what I'm gonna do. You I'm gonna go look for a window. You can actually see that all the windows seem to be barricaded
Literally all of
by
them,
stone.
not just the ones that we were at.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's frightening.
I'm gonna shoot the guy that Oscar's fighting.
Shoot him good.
Nope. I will not. I will not shoot
Wow,
him.
our
I will
rolls.
shoot him normal.
Our rolls tonight.
Pretty over it, I'm not gonna lie.
Dice are not being nice this evening. All right, so you take a shot. You try to take a
Oh,
shot
I'm gonna burn to death.
to aid Oscar. Unfortunately, it just does not work out. This is gonna bring us to baddies' turns. So the baddies that are out back, that you had, kind of kicked things in before, they immediately start grabbing the things that are out there, and they kind of like drag them over and lie them down on the ground and start like kicking them to roll them into the back door. The first one does get rolled through the back door with the effort of people kind of lying it down and then kicking it, rolling it in. And as part of that same action, so that was one person of that turn. The other person of that turn uses the wand, throws a spell, and Oscar, those must have been filled with something quite incendiary, because as they throw the spell in there again, it actually causes an explosion. Now, beforehand, this fire hasn't meant anything to you because you're not standing in it or anything like that. But as soon as an explosion happens, I actually need you to make me a what would like a reflex save be? Just dexterity?
Just dexterity, I think.
Yeah, it's just a dexterity save, sir.
So that's just
Dexterity
straight
check.
dex check.
Yeah, dex check.
Right?
So when the explosion happens, it's one of those things where it kind of throws you off balance for a second. You're gonna have -1 to your AC this next turn, but I'm gonna roll that for the other guy that was immediately in front of you too. And they also had a +1.
It's better.
It is better. They don't get the -1 to their AC for next turn. So the explosion doesn't harm either of you, but it definitely exacerbates the fire that's inside there. Just throws you slightly off balance. Doesn't harm you or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
However, you do notice it's starting to get stuffy in here. Nothing bad, too bad just yet. It's literally been 12 seconds, but they're enhancing it with magic and so on and so forth. It's starting to get stuffy in here. Something to be concerned about soon. That is their whole turn. Next is going to be the people at the front door. You hear another like poof, cracking or whatever it is as the front door in front of you is braced.
I can assume the barricade that Laszlo was mentioning, basically.
Yeah. Yep.
Gotcha.
And then you don't actually see any more fire or anything like that happening out there. You can actually see that the door in the front way has caught flame, and nothing else happens by the front door. That brings us back to the top of initiative with Oscar's turn.
I am... going to say to the top of the stairs, get out, to Grisellan. Question for you. What check would it be to grapple the boy in front of me?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I'm glad you asked because you've never done that before.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's an unarmed skill or brawling.
I do have brawling.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That's the brawling, is it? Yes. Because unless it's specifically wrestling, it's brawling.
It's a 16.
Okay, I will. I mean, you definitely overcome his AC. You definitely are going to grapple him. I don't think there's actual Josh. Best of your memory, because you know the system slightly better than me. Or better than me, I should just say. Is it a counter check? Like, is this a counter roll as far as you know?
I don't know.
See, I would see it as being a contested roll. You know what I mean?
It would definitely be contested, I would assume.
So you probably,
I don't know if it would be his strength or fighting.
It's a fighting check for brawling. So if it's a brawling to brawling check, then it would be fighting.
I'm not going to be as good of a modifier again as I'm just not.
Yeah.
So this is my brawling. You ready?
Mm-hmm. It's a good roll though.
I did roll well. Oh, by the way, were you happy with your 16?
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm gonna be happy with my 14.
Yeah.
Or not.
So, yeah, there you go.
So you go to grapple at the guy, and you actually do get hold of him. You actually grab a hold of the guy and have him pinned for a second. But it's one of those things where he literally, as you get a hold of him, he literally just kind of like leans back and presses you against your newly fabricated door. And honestly, the fire against the door, the burning against the door, kind of like loosens your hold for a second. It's like it burns for a moment, and he uses that to kind of like slip out from underneath. You were able to.
I'm just assuming that would be my major attack.
I'm actually going to look right now because I don't know. I assume that's major as well, but I'm going to double check.
I just don't know what it would be. I'm assuming it would be an attack, but like I don't know.
I gotta add you guys some more luck, some little luck too. Got some more. Boom, boom. All right, let's see. It doesn't actually say anything for that, so I'm going to assume that is the case. So you still have your minor action.
Cool. So he's backed me up to the door, and so we're now at the door, the front door.
Yeah, you were near it anyways, but yeah.
So as he's like wriggling out, the goal is basically to just spin around behind him and now have my back to the guys at the back door and just have my spear up and slowly back away from him. And I'm going to move away from him and keep him by the front door.
So you want to like more or less do a 180, like switch positions with him?
Yep. And just basically just stand firm. And I want to use the stand firm action to just basically make it harder for me to be knocked prone.
Well, I was going to say for you to flip spaces with him because he pressed you against the thing and kind of wiggled free. I would actually allow that as a minor action. Now, my instincts tell me an acrobatics unless you can convince me of a different check that you feel as though is more appropriate.
Well, because I don't think I'm actually like doing straight up acrobatics to do it. It's kind of like, because keep in mind, how I wanted to grapple him, right, was wrap the shield around.
Yep.
The back.
I actually saw that in my head, which is why I was like
yeah. So if he turned around to back me against the door, so he wasn't pushing me, basically what I'm suggesting is as I'm releasing, I'm just turning. Like literally just turning and stepping. And the idea is to essentially keep the guard up. So if like I'm okay with that being like, I don't know what you would call that. I'm leaning more towards a fighting.
Yeah, I'd be fighting because I'm thinking of footwork. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Just a fighting check.
Sure. We'll make that.
Yep, easily. You slide around behind the guy and start backing up slowly. That was your minor action. Sure. You're good to go.
Cool. That's
awesome.
Great.
Okay. So from inside there, you actually hear once again that same kind of gravelly voice. Not gravelly, sorry. Like deep voice, Josh, outside, and again inside. You guys can hear this too. The person giving the call out says, "Get the other one in there. We need to finish this now. Get him done. Burn this place down." And you can see that Josh, where you are, as he gives that call, he then is looking up at where you were trying to read the spell, because clearly you were like loudly and proudly saying the incantation that fizzled and didn't go off. He's looking up at you and says, as he says that, and you can actually see after he does that, he kind of looks down for a second, reaches down and grabs a couple of pebbles or rocks from the ground. And he says a couple of words as he's tossing them up in the air. You don't even need a roll. You know it's a magic stone.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, which they hurt a lot when there's there. So he casts magic stone. Luckily for you, magic stone is a spell that doesn't attack as soon as you cast it. It just enchants them. So now he's got some magical weapons in his hand. That brings us to Laszlo's turn.
All right, so I see that there's 3 braces on the door. I obviously see that they moved one of the clay things or inside, or it was both inside.
One was in, one got rolled in, the other one's still out.
Can I target a door with Call Lightning?
I mean, yeah, absolutely. You can target anything you want. And you can imagine the amount of damage that something like a bolt of lightning would do.
Because I don't want us to be funneled. And obviously they're trying to control where we can go. So I'm gonna try to
You're trying to control where we can't go, which is anywhere outside of this house while they burn it.
Yeah. They're making a bottleneck. We have to go through their mass to get out.
We considered jumping.
Yeah, I'm on the third floor, man, and I'm short. I have no spells.
If I get up there,
you don't
if
have
I get up
any
there,
water spells?
I only have 4 spells, guys.
He's a mage that has 4 spells. It's rough.
All right, I'm gonna try to recall lightning again.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna target the door. I don't know, obviously, meta-wise, I know that Oscar's really close and he might get hurt, but Laszlo doesn't know that. So I'm gonna try 18 with 4 step points.
Actually, you definitely cast the spell. Give for me moment, sir. I want to check something.
It's 3d10 if you're doing Pathfinder.
Yeah. That's fine. Just give for me a moment. Waiting.
I mean, I would love to do split spell right now if I had that chance.
I mean, you actually have spell stunts. Yeah, you actually successfully cast the scroll with a spell stun. It's like one of those things where you fucked up the word that you had said last time, but you remembered the enunciation, because this is one of your favorite spells you knew back in the day, right? So you just like, no, let me not say it this way. Let me say it this way instead. And so you can actually spend your 4 stunt dice while successfully casting that spell. How would you like to do it?
Split spell, so I get to target another person.
Okay, so it has to be within 6 yards of the original, and you were choosing the front door, you said?
The front door with the braces.
Okay, so when you go whipping around the front way, because obviously you had to move back over there, that was a minor action for you to get there. Roll me a perception check as part of that.
13.
Cool. So, you do have 5 stunt dice that you would have acquired at that time too. Do you want to do anything with exploration? Or are you good?
I mean, the only thing I could really do would be, I guess. I mean, the only thing I could do is, resources at hand. I want to learn the Lightning Arcana. Focus.
Oh. So, so that wasn't an 18, that was a 20 then, right? Right?
Well, it doesn't count to the previous one because this was a separate roll.
Remember, you moved first and looked
Oh,
first.
yeah, well then, so it would be a 20.
Cool.
Then.
Awesome. So, awesome. And when you look off the ledge, what you end up seeing with your 13 there is that the person that had set the brace and everything beforehand had run off, but the person that was using the wand and casting spells didn't run off. They actually slunk back a good bit, and they're lying low inside the not like way back, but they're kind of like staying low and trying to stay out of sight just a little bit, with like the licking flames wouldn't immediately reveal their presence. So in case anybody were to burst through the front door, they could attack them, right? You can see that they were crouching down, still have a wand in hand, so on and so forth. So when you come whipping around that lay of the house and you see him there, you get the idea, you cast a spell, and as the bolt of lightning comes dropping down, it schisms just above the roof of the house. So one bolt blasts the door and the second bolt blasts.
Schism. All right. Do you want? Do I need?
Thronekeeper brought to you by Schism.
So 14.
But you're feeling out of your mind. So
14 points on the door.
Cool. Beautiful. Your poor door, man.
Do I have to roll anything to attack the person? Like, is there a roll that I need to do?
Lightning doesn't require that. It's actually a saving throw. So if you were doing an attack spell, not a missile spell in this game, if you're doing an attack spell, they get, what kind of check is it? Or what do you have to, spell power or something?
It's my spell power,
so
which...
You have the Lightning Arcana, you can roll that.
It's 14. Spell power is 14.
So you have to roll, roll against that.
Oh, you want a target number. I got you.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah. But don't forget you have the +2 because you have the Lightning Arcana.
Yeah, I got you.
Crushed it. Roll your damage against the Sir Man Boy, sir. You overcome their ability to just naturally resist the magic. Oh,
so much better.
Holy shit!
So much
That
better.
is not inhibited by armor or anything. Oh my god, Laszlo. Oh my god,
And he's-
describe that.
Well, okay. The way I kind of see it is that as the lightning breaks and it hits him and that, it creates another arc from the door, so that like the guy gets fried, but he's just barely standing there, and then it arcs from the door again and just blows him backwards onto his ass.
God, that guy. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay. Well, he's crispy. Well, he holds up a sign. He's like, original or extra crispy. I wonder if the Zoomers get that joke. So, moving on. You kill that guy.
Obviously.
Oscar, from inside the place, could you do me a favor? Could you roll me a dexterity save again? Do me a favor though. Get a +1 on it. So whatever that. Oh, that's not good. And let me roll this other guy.
Hey, at least you put the guy in front of the door. You're muted.
That's why he's rolling with a minus. Oof. The door gets hit with a.
Well, you're muted.
The door gets hit with a bolt of lightning. The door
It's okay,
itself
I just squealed.
explodes inwards because it's already damaged from being on fire, magical fire burning at it, or big hunks of wood like growing and smashing against it. It explodes inwards from just being hit by a bolt of lightning. Not like the whole door, like huge shards come inwards. The person that's in front of you with his back to the door, unfortunately, is the primary target of the shrapnel of wood that hits from behind. I'll actually allow Josh to roll the damage for this one. It's nothing crazy. It's just going to be 1d6 + 1.
Roll high, bud. Roll high. I don't mind getting hit for 1d6 + 1. That's what hits me as well. Good.
And then because he's between you and him, you get your shield in the front. You're actually, even though you rolled garbage, you're going to take a little bit less than that. He's actually going to roll for you 1d6 - 1.
Okay. All
So
right.
Josh, you can roll that.
Aw. 1 damage. I'm down to 63 health.
So the door explodes inwards. That guy gets hit as like literally the braced wood tumbles to the ground. The door explodes inwards. So and so with the guy outside that was supposed to attack anybody that tried to get out is dead. So on and so forth. Chris Allen, of course, you witnessed this whole thing. You're safe where you are. There's just one of those moments where you can imagine Chris Allen just kind of like and like you know kind of like flinches backwards with the explosion of the door. The wood coming up and tinging against the spindles of the railing that she's over behind. Maybe like wood shards or shrapnel, whatever, would kind of get caught in her hair or whatnot, but no damage or anything for her.
Stinks of ozone. The entire area.
I just imagine that I have like one sharp piece of wood like through the shield just poking me in the arm where I hold the shield. Like, ow. Pull that out.
Nice, I like it.
I love
Chris,
the
it's your
smell
turn.
of cooked bastard in the morning. Can I see anybody?
So same people that you could see beforehand.
Okay, then
yeah.
I'm gonna shoot the same guy.
Or Chris.
Yeah, I'm kind of useless in combat. Yeah. Oh my fucking.
It's just
God.
unfortunately you're rolling so low. On the bright side, if this was GURPS, you'd be rolling very well right now, Doxy.
I have to let my cat out really quick. I'll be right back. I'm very sorry that I have to.
Do you want to modify that roll or no? No, because you know that the person's balance is off.
I don't know what that means for me. I really have to let my cat out, so I'm just gonna pass my turn.
Okay, you're good. So she takes her major action to take the shot. I don't think you have to reload with a minor action with a crossbow. No. She takes her major action to take the shot. Unfortunately, she's missed again. This is like Doxy was just saying, not her scene. This is not what she's meant for. After Doxy is going to be guy out front is dead. So that's those guys. So guys out back immediately grab the other thing, like crate, because they had 2 of them, plaything. Move it over, knock it down, and then kick it, rolling it forward. As I kick it and roll it forward, the other guy grabs the wand, casts the spell to enhance the fire. I need from you, sir, another dexterity save. Acrobatics. Are you happy with your 13?
Yeah, I know it's not good enough, but that's fine. I don't want to use any luck die right now. This is not the important time to use them.
Okay. So there is an explosion from behind you again, as you can imagine, being done so. With your 13, unfortunately, that explosion, it's not enough to, again, you're not close enough to actually be harmed by the explosion, but it does completely throw you off your balance and ends up knocking you to the side. You don't actually fall on your ass or anything. You're like kind of like thrown to the side against the wall, whatnot. Your defense is like way down at the moment. If somebody were to attack you, they would certainly have an advantage.
Yeah, sure.
Luckily for you, the guy in front of you, even though the explosion didn't affect him,
he's a little bit wavered as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I wasn't too worried about this particular roll, but there are others that are going to be worse that we will probably have to use luck for.
Yep. And then I'll get back to their turns because that's kind of like them. I'll get back to them afterwards. The guy in front, there was one guy in front that was just barbecued. So, he's got done. And the other one was actually running his way around back. He comes around back, sees that everything's here, hears an explosion from up front. So it's literally one of those things where it's like, I'm going to check that out. And starts running back around the other way as he gets like a sharp look from the guy that had just enchanted the stones down below Laszlo. He starts running back around front to see what the fuck's going on. That brings us to Oscar's turn. Oscar, you probably, because there's like literally fire all around the door that just exploded inwards. There's fire behind you. The heat in here is really starting to build up. You don't need to make checks yet. It's also important to note the smoke is really starting to fill up this place now. You're starting to get a little from the smoke, but again, no checks yet.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, verbally, again, it's going to tell Chrysalin to get out.
I will say it's going to take you a minor action just to kind of like get yourself back to your feet, stabilize yourself back on normal ground.
That's what I figured. Am I still within hitting range of our boy at the door?
It's as part of any action, you can take that like free 5-foot step almost, just to kind of like stabilize yourself and step up. And
well, what's the boy to do? Let's stab.
Okay, can you do all out attack?
Nah.
Okay.
Just a regular old attack there.
16
Is
is
a
gonna
16
hit.
a hit? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's a whopping 7. Ooh.
Oh, also after Chris Allen, that was that guy's turn too. He was also stabilizing himself. That's why he hasn't attacked you. Is because he keeps having his world racked as well. Just to clarify, sorry. 7 damage. Okay.
Yeah, and verbally, like as I'm stabbing him, I'm just gonna say, "Wow, they really don't like you, sending you in here before all this."
That's funny. So after Oscar's turn, where you once again you stab. Roll me a perception check. Take a -2 though, which you can do manually.
It's a 12.
A 12. Are you happy with your 12? You want to roll?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
It's back to the guy down below's turn with the magic stones in his hands. He looks up at Laszlo, and he's kind of like he looks at you.
I'm not on that side of the house anymore.
That's okay.
True.
He's looking up there, and he like, takes a couple steps back, kind of plans the attack, and he's kind of like hurls the stone from up and over.
It's gonna hurt.
Let's see if I can hit you.
Defense is 12.
Yeah, but I take penalties because I'm throwing with you off site. I'm rolling flat. Daddy's dicing. Absolutely daddy's dicing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, question. Should that door damage have been reduced by armor?
The door. Oh no. Yeah, you just take the 1.
Cool.
Yeah. So that stuff is kind of already factored. So hurls the rock from behind. It's one of those things while you're standing up and over there, you get the from behind. As you get smashed to the rock into his shoulder from behind as the thing hits you. That will be his turn right now. Laszlo, we're going to you, and it's important to note that you were given Winifred's wisdom. I don't remember what that does in this version of the game. I'm gonna have to look it up real quick.
+5 on a single check. Focus of a PC's choice for the scene.
Oh, okay. What focus?
I'm gonna pick acrobatics, and you guys might realize why in a second. I'm gonna look out the window.
You mean off the roof?
Yeah, and how far is it?
Well, considering it's a 2-story house, it's a nice sized house, and you're on the roof of that house, the central top of the roof of that house. It's a good, like, I don't know, 40 feet maybe, 30 feet, somewhere in there. It's a solid 10 meters plus. Yeah, the roof. No.
I'm gonna try. Is there ledges? I'm gonna try to land on.
So the roof does have a slope to it, just beneath the widow's peak. You can try to get to the edge, like hang and then drop.
I'm gonna try it because I can't have this guy know where he is. That was a third of my health in one hit.
Where was the which side are you jumping off? I imagine up the back side.
The side that I just hit with the door,
okay,
the opposite
front
side.
Okay.
Because his idea is to maybe go around since they won't have an idea that he's not in the house anymore. That's my plan.
Well, don't forget, somebody did just run back around front. You saw him run around front.
Oh, I see him.
You saw him run around front.
Call lightning still up.
It is true. With 4 again.
What can you do it for?
I think I can make that a major. Stat tables. I don't ever get to use
do an opposing spell.
It's more dramatic. Beginning of the next turn, anyone attempt to make a melee attack against you. I mean, it's a melee attack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do mighty spell.
Yeah.
And then I mean, I fast casting. You can make cast another second spell. All right, how far away is he from me?
He's at the bottom of the. Yeah, he's down there.
So like yards wise, because I have my things have
probably
range.
4 yards, or 4 meters.
Oh.
Meters.
All right, so I'm gonna do fast casting.
Okay.
So I can I'll do call lightning. So it's and then so he's gonna take as soon as it rolls 19 points of damage.
He's still alive, but holy shit.
And then I'm gonna use my arcane blast. Oh, that's not technically a spell though.
Yeah,
right?
it applies. It's a spell.
Okay. So 11.
You want to modify that? Finish the guy off?
No, this is I could, but I don't. No, we should save it for the big guy who's throwing rocks through houses and almost killing me.
Okay, so that was a major action. So what are you gonna do with your minor?
Try to get out the window and go down.
So minor action is just get you the edge of the ledge, but not actually jump off yet. Gotcha. So roll me an acrobatics check, which you would now have a focus for.
17.
Beautiful. You easily get down to the ledge and kind of like hang low. So like you said, the other guy can't see where you are or anything like that yet. So now you're precariously, if you look at the roof right here, actually, kind of like came off the top and you're kind of like, now you're like down by the ledge.
Isn't that from Halloween?
Whatever.
Are we fighting Michael Myers?
Yes. Oh no, sorry. Michael Myers was inside the house with you all along. Hello.
So after Laszlo's turn,
His origin
Chris,
story.
he yells at you again to get out. You do know that the front door is blasted. There is that guy that you unfortunately keep missing because he's in the middle of melee combat.
I'm gonna run past him.
Okay. You can run past him without him getting an attack or a grab or anything against you, and it's only a major action for you to do that and get out. Major action for you to get out there. Minor action to slip past. Acrobatics check, unless you can think of something else that might be better.
No.
Okay, acrobatics, so it's dexterity. But Chris Allen usually has the best luck by far, but unfortunately this session, Chris has no luck, and it's really sad. So as you try to slip by the guy, as you try to go running out the front door, he's going to actually, because his turn's right after yours, he's going to kind of stumble and be right in the way, and then because next, no longer being racked by explosions happening around. He's actually going to try to kind of do what you did beforehand, Oscar. He's going to try to grab you, but use you almost like hostage style, right? So
Me or Chris Allen?
To grab her.
Okay. All right.
Let me get my. What he has a +2, I think, on this. So this is your. And Chris, you can actually counter this with your own brawling check. Brawling is a fighting skill. So he's a roll fighting.
Oh, baby.
So as you try to go run by and slip past him, he actually does one of those things where he steps forward and tries to grab at you. But Chris, you have your own handling of people trying to grab at you. How do you handle him trying to get hold of you?
You're muted.
I just smack him and keep going.
Ah.
Just like a pimp slap.
Nice.
Flat out.
And keep trying to slip by. So he actually spends his major action trying to do that. And when it doesn't really work out for him, he's going to, so you didn't quite get out the door, Chris. We'll finish that next turn. But you're like right down there, right in front of the door. So this guy's technically pincered between the two of you. And his turn was trying to grab her. That was his major action. His minor action is going to be to probably take some sort of defensive stance. Checking. Guard up. Yeah.
Guard up. Or stand firm if he's trying not to get knocked over.
No, just guard up. That's going to get us to people by the back door. The people by the back door have already done what they needed to do. They've kind of like fanned the flames, so on and so forth. Now it's just their job to make sure it continues to burn. One of the guys literally grabs, like, just puts something over his hand, reaches in, and just grabs the burning door and shuts it. So, like, the back door is literally shut and on fire. Back there. They are going to kind of like hang back and prepare for in case somebody comes out. And can anybody hear? Well, you can see Laszlo that somebody else has given the order to start walking around front. So one of the other guys starts walking around front. Front door guys. There's the other guy that had walked around front. He's gonna make a perception check to see if he can see Laszlo.
He's very crispy right now.
I mean, to be fair, he'd be blind, but
well, you know.
Oh no, I didn't need to roll to see if he can see Laszlo. I'm so sorry. You just attacked him with lightning, and then threw a spell at him. He
but then moved, and then I moved.
Oh no! You moved to the edge. You got closer. So he's going to attack you. I'm so sorry. That roll was to see if it could see you.
Cheater! You're a cheater. That should be the attack roll then.
That's not the right modifiers.
Well, just add the modifier to it then. You know, call it a day.
And he's going to attack at you with his crossbow that he has, because everybody seems to have crossbows.
An uncivilized weapon.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That hits.
Yeah. Is it gonna hurt?
12.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna hurt because I'm probably gonna fall. I'm hanging.
Here you go. I don't know how much you reduce damage from this, but
I don't reduce any damage ever.
You take 9.
Oh, Leslie's not feeling good. Do I have to do a check? I'm holding.
You made your make me an acrobatics. You're not quite holding because you hadn't gotten that, because that's gonna be part of your drop. Okay. You're fine. You don't like lose your footing or anything like that underneath you.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
Oh, good. Oh, good. That's where we're at tonight? All right.
Oscar, there is a man between you and Chris Ellen. Chris Ellen's near the door to get out, and he just tried to grab her. What are you doing?
Yeah. I am going to put myself between him and Chris Ellen.
To slip back round, same idea as before. You can do that fighting check. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. 16.
Yeah, easily do so. Easily slip by.
And just shield directly in front of him there. And just stepping back and just saying again, time to get out. And I'm going to stab him. Because that's my minor action to do that. So I'm going to then stab him with my major action.
Go ahead, sir.
15.
15 is definitely a hit. 4 star. Oh, God. Is 4 lightning?
I believe it is, but hold on. Let me look at what's available to me here. Combat stunts for 4. 4 is dual strike. So I could... No, that's a secondary target. Lightning is 3, so I could do that. Yeah, I mean, I may as well do lightning attack to do a second attack. So I'll roll the damage for that first one here.
Okay.
So that's 10.
All right. So you do 10 points of damage to the guy. Okay. Hold on.
And then
He's still standing.
Okay. Second attack. Oh, that's a terrible roll.
It is.
It's even a little low for me to feel comfortable lucking it because I need a 3 to hit. So no, I'm just gonna let it go.
Okay. Then you.
Do we know you need a 3?
Yeah,
we just
14,
know you
14,
hit at 15.
14 missed.
Okay.
14 was my first roll against this guy.
So it's 50-50 shot, man.
Nope.
It's 50-50 shot.
Nope, not worth it. On a lightning attack, not worth it. It's fine. I've already done damage this turn, and I'm putting myself between him and Chris. That's really what I need to do. So.
Okay. So what ends up happening next is outside the building, somebody starts casting another spell outside there. Again, I don't know if anybody can really notice. Maybe Laszlo, perception check, can notice. Well, you're on the front of the building, and it's all like they're like, "We're casting spells now." You know,
excuse me. They all heard me yell downstairs.
That's true.
Well, you're yelled downstairs. He's casting, which doesn't require yelling. You actually do hear that a spell is being cast again. It's very faint. It's gonna be hard for you to be able to hear what it is.
I'm gonna re-roll that as my ability.
Sure.
It's much better.
Same kind of wall spell as before is being cast around the back way.
Oh, so they're trying to close us in. Oh, I hate this guy. All right.
And then
They're definitely trying to close us in.
And then Laszlo, with your 12, no, where are you? 15 perception. You're actually able to see that the guy, he hasn't noticed you yet. He will in a moment when he sees somebody else loading a crossbow and firing up there. But that very deep voice guy is starting to make his way around the front of the building now. Because he's already done whatever he needs to out back. That's his turn. It's now Laszlo's turn.
Since the spell is already cast for Call Lightning, I just have to reactivate it, right? I don't have to use my hands. So, I see
That's fine. Go ahead.
The new guy, because I want to damage as many as I can, because if I'm not going to make it, then I'm going to see the new guy, and I will call down lightning on him. Oh.
That's a hit.
No stunt, though.
It's okay.
This is gonna be the worst. As soon as it gets there. 21.
Jesus.
That's really good.
Do me a favor, Josh. Roll me an Arcana lightning check.
19.
Whatever kind of magic this guy's using, it's actually not lightning magic at all. He's using definitely some kind of earth magic. Because as the spell hits him, it doesn't hurt him nearly as much as you'd hope it would. You notice he's very grounded. The spell hits him, hurts him, but kind of passes through him. Not unharmed, but certainly not as much damage as you would have hoped. The spell would do. Maybe lightning wasn't the right one to use on him.
Excuse me. That would be a minor, because that's like a quick action, swift action.
Yep. I know.
I'm hanging. So either I just let go
You're still standing at the ledge.
You're not hanging yet.
Yeah.
All right.
I already clarified that before. You're right here.
If you hold your...
I can't take another hit, though.
Yeah.
Right.
That pixel is Laszlo. I'm gonna try some. Oh no, he said lightning's not gonna be good. All right, Mr. Grounded guy, I'm gonna shoot an arcane blast at.
Ooh, that is a hit with 3 stuns. What do you do? This counts as an attack, not as a spell, for the sake of.
I'm gonna do lightning attack.
Okay. Wait, is it 3? Is it only 3 stun for lightning attack?
Mm-hmm. But the second one I assume misses. It's 11.
Unless you want to roll to enhance it. Huh?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's gonna hit.
13 misses.
Damn it.
Thank you for the luck die.
All right. So the first one is 6 points of damage.
Okay, he takes it.
Damn it! I wanted to take him out before he could.
Cool.
right.
After that's gonna be Chris's turn. Chris, There's now in front of you an Oscar, in front of him a bad guy, behind you a flaming door, and outside of it a combat. To jump through that flaming door is just going to be a minor action, just for you, Doxy. This area in here is filling with some fucking smoke. You are definitely starting to cough now. I'm going to start needing to require checks soon. But you need to make me an acrobatics just to jump out the door without taking damage from the fire. If you're going that way.
Is there a chance of putting this door out?
It's not just the door that's on fire, it's the front of the building. Because the door itself was blasted in. It's like the frame. And the wood that was like braced against it that's now sitting on the steps.
Okay, I'm going to yell so that the staff get out.
We evacuated them.
Yep.
Oh.
They are with the lady.
I remember. I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I guess I will just do an acrobatics roll and jump out then.
That's just a minor action, and you would still have your whole major action left.
Okay.
You jump through there very nimbly. See, the biggest concern was those big logs, like I had mentioned, that kind of like grown and braced the door. They're on fire, as well as everything else around it. You duck low, you kind of like jump forward, nimbly land between where the two logs are, kind of step up onto one of the logs right where the fire is like really low, just for like half a second, and then run down it and jump off. You're off of the front steps and everything. You're now in the grass below, and maybe even a little removed from the building if you want to be. You can see that there's a charred corpse out here, smelling like burning flesh, which is disgusting. Clearly had been hit by lightning. Little static shocks coming off of him. You see, there's a man.
Gag a little. She's using her bonus action to gag, guys.
There's a man. Heyo. There's a man. There's a man that's not too far to your left. That is a crossbow. He's literally reloading as we speaking, preparing to shoot up at. Holy shit! There's Laszlo on the roof up there. And then round the bend just a little bit. Maybe he hasn't noticed you yet. Is a burly sort of man, definitely a human. He's standing, I don't know, maybe like 4'8" or something like that. He's kind of like a shorter guy. That's coming around, also looking up at Laszlo. You still have your major action.
I want to get under Laszlo and encourage him to jump into my arms.
How much does Laszlo weigh?
35 pounds.
What is 35 pounds multiplied by after falling about, say...
Force times distance.
So force times 30 feet?
So, I mean, we'd have to calculate what his force is.
Chat? It's a whole Superman thing. Catching Lois Lane. So anyways, so you could do that as a free action, even Doxy. Allowing you to still have your major action left.
Laszlo!
Yes, fair lady. Oh.
And then I will shoot.
1. Ash. 1.
And then I will shoot the crossbow man.
Okay, sure. Shoot the crossbow man with the crossbow. Hey-oh.
For the love of fuck.
13?
Yeah.
Use a luck die.
Throw luck?
We need to kill people
May as
at
well
this point.
get it done. Get it done.
I need I would need the full 4.
No, you don't.
No, you need 15.
Yeah.
You hit. And with a 3, oh, you can't lightning attack with the crossbow, can you?
No.
But you can do something else.
It says there are 0 dice.
Now.
Oh,
Yeah,
but it
now.
just used the
Yeah.
last one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You can mighty blow, do an additional 1d6,
Could pierce armor.
and rapid reload so that you reload faster, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
I think reload's technically supposed to be a minor action.
Here's this. Here's my extra.
Holy
D6.
shit! Hold up. Well,
Okay. It's rolling already. Sorry.
oh my god!
Just 18
Wow.
damage.
Okay.
Just fucking eviscerated.
Yeah, that guy's DD. Doxy,
Thank God.
Jesus.
And I
Describe
have
that guy.
rapid reloaded too.
So the weapon is already reloaded.
Was that the Earth guy? Because he already took 21 points.
No, it was the guy with the crossbow, she said.
The guy with the crossbow that was going to
Oh,
shoot.
that guy's even worse. That
It's literally the guy with the crossbow.
straight.
He literally just reloaded a crossbow shot. He's leveling up, getting ready to shoot at Laszlo, and all of a sudden, crossbow bolt through his temple into his head. He just like stumbles to the side and starts to like slowly look your way, blinks a few times, and then kind of like starts to stumble forward a little bit, and like drops down and like flops forward, and like rolls onto his back.
Like caught his bolt as he was falling and slid it into my crossbow, and that was my rapid reload.
Heyo. All right.
Like, wait, like the bloody one or the one he shot?
The one that he was loading into his.
Oh, okay. I thought you like pulled it out of him and reloaded the same one again.
Ew.
Blood magic and Dos. Anybody? Who's in the original sin?
So after Chris's turn, that actually, funny enough, he was. Oh, no, there's one person left in that initiative. It's the guy that's still standing inside the house. He's injured, but he's still
I'm
standing.
currently blocking his way out, so.
It's one of those things where he takes a moment.
He needs to make a check.
Oh, that's
He
right.
said they need to make.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was top of initiative. I was starting it. I said everybody should have to, so he's gonna be the first one. So he like looks behind him, and then he looks back, gives a couple of coughs, and then he's gonna attack at you. And I think I can do like all-out attack or something. What's it called?
You can do an all-out attack.
Just make sure I do the right one.
God, these guys are loyal as hell.
+1 damage. Oh no, he can't get out.
Yeah, no, I'm currently blocking him in there.
So aim gives +1 to attack roll,
Mhm.
and then all-out attack is +1 damage.
Yeah, but you do suffer a -1 to your defense until the end of your next turn.
Correct.
Well, if you take it. If you don't, then oh well.
So I get a +4 to my attack roll instead of my usual +3.
Yep. Strength hit at 12 anyways. It's not too bad. Yeah, he hits.
Awesome.
Good.
And then my damage is I haven't hit you with a sword fucking yet.
Nope.
One
Plus
second.
1 to the damage.
Yep.
Whatever. Yeah.
Correct. So where are you? I forgot where base level. Oh, here he goes. Sword 2d6. So gonna be. I get +1, so it's +3 damage instead of 2. And then you get to subtract a small amount because of your armor. Oh my god!
So
Come on!
He does
Come
3
on!
damage to me total.
Come on!
For armor
I rolled
reduction.
like nothing! Jesus! I could have had a moment where I actually like hurt the guy and he's like,
And Oscar
Ow.
just kind of smiles at him when he hits me and just says, "That's not gonna do it."
People around back, like I said, made their way, because the back's now completely solid. So there were originally 4 people, the people around back, they're making the way around front, because there was, out front, there was 1 who's now dead. 2 who's now dead. And then this guy inside was part of that group. And there was 3 total left out back. So that is 4, 2, and 1. So 7 total, that's right. So people around back, that's 3. So there are 3 people that come around. Making sure I'm doing this right. Yes, one of them has a wand. That's right, one of them has a wand. And the other 2 did not, were just like moving the crate things. So you have 3 people make their way around back. So they use their major action to come all the way around back to the front side to see what the hell's going on. They see the leader that just points up at Laszlo, like very angrily, like him. And so they kind of like come around. They notice Chris, but they literally just point at Laszlo. So clearly they're pretty pissed at him. However, the person with the wand does not focus on that one. They're actually going to go cast at Doxy because only a minor action to do so. So you said 3 of them make their way around using a major action. 2 use a minor action to aim at Laszlo, and 1 of them is going to use his minor action to cast a spell at Dox. Waving his wand. I have to roll to see if it succeeds. 3d6 plus 2. Successfully casts the spell. Doxy, you get to you're gonna take fire damage from this. It's an acrobatics check to resist.
Real quick.
Shoot.
Am I just like the laziest and worst and left my health at 22, or is there a reason that my health is at 22 right now?
Did she take damage last session?
I don't remember taking
Nope.
any damage for several
You had
sessions.
a nice long rest and should be at full health.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
that's
actually
what
seeing
I
you at
thought.
40 personally.
I saw me at 22.
Yeah, whatever's on these tokens as well isn't accurate because I see my thing here at 42 on the token. I'm at 60 currently, so I don't think it's mapping correctly.
Doxy, you take 10 fire from the spell being cast at you. And of course, that also licks the wall around you, send that building even further on fire, so on and so forth, exacerbating the amount of smoke and heat that's inside there. Oscar, I need from you, sir, a check. It's gonna be a Constitution.
Stamina?
It's not stamina for coughing and hacking. Wait 1
I
second.
don't think so. That's literally lung capacity is what stamina was described as.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but I'm
That's
just
fine.
gonna do a flat Constitution, not specifically a focus.
All right.
It's also against the heat and everything that's going on as well.
All
So.
right. That's 19. With there you go. 19.
He's doing fine. He's feeling A-okay. Oscar, it's your turn, Mr. A-okay.
All right. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna stay in here. It's not bad.
I think I could lose some weight. It's a sauna right now. I mean, major action. I'm gonna stab this guy. Who's in the house? So I'm gonna.
Okay.
Ooh, nope. That's a miss, but that's fine. I'm just kind of like waving at him, and I'm just gonna walk out of the house. Stepping back. I'm still like keeping my guard up and facing him, but I'm kind of like almost motioning for him to come out of the house as well now, almost taunting.
You gotta use you said acrobatics to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to roll me acrobatics as opposed to I think you said guard up. So
no, I wasn't gonna be guarding up necessarily. Okay. Just like I'm getting out, but I'm moving. Like I'm facing him still. When I do that, it's 10. It's fine, but not great.
You want to modify that?
I can't. There's no luck die. So.
You want to check?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's fine.
He loves it. He loves going.
Just do damage to me. It's fine.
No, it's not damage. You actually aren't able to get out. Yeah,
okay,
you try to get out, but it's one of those
well,
things.
Well, then
where
he can't either.
Yeah.
So
you couldn't navigate yourself out of the way. It's one of those things where you're not afraid of the fire or anything like that because it's a little burn, but unfortunately, like literally the wooden pieces that I mentioned beforehand, you couldn't navigate yourself backwards through it. You almost tripped.
Oh, those are still up?
No, not up, just like lying on the ground, like kind of like in your, yeah. So it's like one of those
I
things
might,
where you
I might
trip
use
for a
those
second,
differently next turn then, because I might just pick one of those up and throw them at the boys inside here to trap them in. Anyways, sorry, continue. If I had known they were still there, I would have done that right away, but that's okay.
Good.
Too late now. Next turn.
So after that is going to be this guy's turn. So on his turn, he is actually going to grab up his second pebble, as he does have another pebble.
No, leave me alone. I'm killing him next turn if I don't die.
How much damage did I do to you when I attacked?
10. You did 10 last time.
I'm trying to see. It was 10. I rolled, that's right. 3 6s. Oh, I rolled because I couldn't see you. I had a flat roll. That's right. Now I don't have a flat roll attacking. I have a better roll. Sorry, Oscar. Laszlo, this one's going to hurt.
No.
Oh, no.
Scott, he has 5 stunt points.
I see that. I see that. And he had made 3 rocks. So he takes the 1 rock and he's going to hurl it at you. And this does... If you're lucky, I roll very low.
It doesn't matter. 2 of them's going to take me out.
If he hits with the second one.
All right.
You're still
I'm still up.
God damn it. I thought I was going to be able to throw a rock at Doxy. Instead, you're just there just enough to take it for Doxy.
I'm still up.
So he hurls it, and it's one of those things where as he hurls the rock, he kind of like lets go, so a second one comes sailing out at the same time. So like hurls both of them simultaneously. It looks like I'm throwing it over Doxy's head. Ready? Gotta time it. 1, 2, 3.
I was looking at. Do it again. I'm sorry. I'll be a good player.
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. He went the wrong way.
He did go the wrong way.
It went around the. Sorry.
It bounced off a wall. It was a trick shot.
Yeah, it was a ricochet.
He attacks you again, for Christ's sakes. Oh. Is it 13?
Oh, yes, I only have 12. I'm an easy boy to hit. I'm out.
Okay. You're on the edge.
No, 3 rounds, I'm dead.
You're on the edge.
That's well, yeah, I know. I just want to be fair because
And you
we've
get
never
hit.
had this.
You get hit.
I'm on the building.
There is, because of you're on the edge the whole time, I will say there is a, what do you think is fair, chat? 20% chance you don't fall off? Let's say 20% chance. D100, what range is safe? Like say 31 to 50? What do you want to do, Josh? What's the safe range?
40 to 69.
40?
That's almost
49 to
49%.
69.
There you
49 to 69. You said
Okay.
20, right?
Yeah, 20. It
Oh!
was so close.
For a second, I was like, what? Okay, so you go, ugh, and you fall off. In regular D&D, that'd be, for that fall, 3d6 damage.
Yeah, they don't have death saves. They just have 3 rounds.
Yep.
Once more, we
But you also,
to catch him.
well, again, like we were saying beforehand, that kind of meat falling that far, that's pretty heavy. You can try. It's going to be 2 checks for you, Doxy. 1, it's going to be acrobatics, right? Or acrobatics is specifically it, or something else? Give me 1 second. I'm sorry. All right, dexterity. Yeah, acrobatics is fine. Followed by after that a strength check. Actually, it's not a bad acrobatics. Sure, you're gonna be able to get there. But now here's the legitimately hard check. It's a strength check, Doxy.
Yeah, and I have strength as my lowest stat.
That's pretty good for your lowest stat.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
and with 5 stunt too.
I mean, but here's the big question, Doxy. Do you or do you not want to try to luck that roll?
No, I'd like to use my 5 for degree of success.
It
That
has to
only-
succeed.
Only matters if it succeeds.
So you need to check if are you going to use a luck to.
I mean, if you don't know whether or not chat has given you luck. So I mean,
He's such a dick.
I'm not gonna do it.
you don't want to luck.
A 12 is a great roll, and I can take damage.
So when you go over there and you try to catch him, you do break the fall for him. It's just not a very graceful catch by any stretch of the imagination. He falls and smashes into you. You're both gonna fall prone because of this, and you're both gonna take 2d6 instead of him taking 3d6.
Okay.
I mean, I'm unconscious. I'm at 0.
Yeah, but I imagine there's like a stacked amount of pain that can come from. So you both take 5. Nothing crazy. Doxy, do you have armor that reduces that damage at all?
I have 12 shield.
So it would
12
be
defense, I mean.
your armor is right beside that. If you have armor
Oh,
that
4.
reduces it.
4.
She's wearing the same armor I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
Buy cheap shit.
Remember, she has those awesome skills to ignore it.
Doxy, you actually take only 1 point of damage. Holy shit! I didn't realize your armor was that good. So you take only 1 point of damage as you fall prone, breaking the fall from him, because he easily could have taken, more. Could have also taken this. Just saying. And that would have been bad. So, good catch. After that is going to be Laszlo's turn. Laszlo, is this one?
This is round 1. Yep.
But that guy barked the orders. Get them. After that, it's going to be Krista's turn.
I'm going to immediately cast a mighty healing touch on Laszlo.
Okay.
I would want to. I want to cast that on you so bad, Laszlo.
Ooh,
Yay! Success!
that's good news.
Awesome. Okay.
I hate it.
Oh, that's good.
Now, is there negative
Not
HP,
that
or is this like 5e where negative doesn't
It's
exist?
0. It's 0 and 3 and you're dead. There's no, no wiggle room.
God, I hate
Or
that.
at least...
It's like, this is one of the things I hate most about 5e. It's so blah. Like negative.
Yeah, you say that, but then you're like, I feel so guilty when I kill a player.
You know what I think? I think if this is gonna work like 5e, the whole 3-round thing, if you take damage while you're unconscious, that should count as a round.
I
Like, you're
agree
falling,
to that.
That
I
counted
agree to
as a
that.
round.
I agree to
that makes
that.
sense. Because again, 5e that applies. All right, moving on.
I'm fine with that too.
All right, cool. So anyways,
Well, it's actually 1 plus con. For me, that's 3.
Hi. 5 rounds here.
what's that for Doxy? I'm looking. Her con is 2 for her. Don't get hurt when you're unconscious.
1 plus Constitution, so she has 1 for con.
Yeah, so 2.
Okay.
All right, so Doxy, you heal him back up to 12.
So you're back on the fight. I tried to catch you. I'm so sorry, Laszlo.
It's okay.
What can I fucking do with my minor action?
Stand up.
It's
Is
2
there
plus
a
con.
dodge action that I can take to be harder to hit or
2
something
plus
right now?
If you were already standing, absolutely. There's actually like a guard up, but you're on the ground at the moment, so standing is going
I
to
thought
take
it was
that.
my movement to stand up.
Yeah, but your move is minor action, right? Am I
Yep.
crazy, guys?
No.
Move is minor action.
Move is minor action.
You're so right, and I'm an argumentative cunt. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
What? What?
That was a leap.
out of nowhere.
It was a huge leap to go from A to B. Sorry.
You were arguing.
Very low self-esteem today, and I'm gonna be all over the board.
You just saved my life. Thank you.
Should we take a minute and everybody compliment Doxy to help boost
No,
that
God,
self-esteem?
please don't do this to
Should we-
me.
should we
No,
do
it
that?
feels so patronizing.
Patronizing?
It
No.
will.
It'd be Patreonizing, but instead we have to OnlyFans to get
Oh,
the good stuff.
stop. Oh, stop.
Put a bondage picture up today, boys.
Ew. After Chris's turn, sorry, I was just thinking about that picture that I saw earlier.
Josh,
Not
get up.
related.
I don't have a Muppet account. I don't know what you're talking about. What? What? I didn't have to make a bank account under a different social security number so you wouldn't know who is looking. Totally didn't. So after that is going to be the guy in the building with you, who's somehow still alive.
He's still alive because I let him live. Sorry, please continue. The other guy who's in the building is not still alive, I assume, the one who's burning in the basement.
This guy
currently?
has to make a Constitution save actually.
Yes, he does. That's pretty good.
Actually, he's doing okay.
That's pretty good.
Fucker. And he's gonna attack
They
you.
really hate you. Yeah,
Woo! That's 6 stunt, boys.
it is.
That's 6 stunt. Not only does he hit you, I'm a mighty blow you.
Should be lethal blow if you want to do the 5. If you want to do mighty, that's fine too. That's only the 1d6. But if you want to do the 2d6, that's lethal.
Yeah, I'm a lethal. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
So
So that'll make his broadsword, what, 4d6 damage right now?
you 46 plus.
That's much
2.
better.
Scott,
Yes.
I also would like you to point out this is a perfect situation for skirmish.
It is.
Oh, I'm going to use skirmish because I didn't use my minor action yet, so I'm going to combine them.
No, it's a stunt point.
It's a stun point. Yeah,
No,
but
no, I
he
know.
He knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 2 movement, 2 yards of movement.
So I use my minor action to also use my acrobatics to get out.
Yeah.
Well, no, okay.
You-
It says move yourself or the target. You could move
Yeah.
Oscar in.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
notice the or the target.
Yeah, no, the target
Ooh.
is a very reasonable choice here as well.
Cool. I'm going to switch places with you.
Yeah, by all means.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Totally misunderstood. Thank you, Josh. All right. Here we go. Big boy hit. Woohoo!
So that's 14.
All right. Awesome. He skirmishes to get you locked in there. But honestly, now that you're on the other side of him, he was going to try to get out. But now he's able to hold you in there. He's actually going to use his minor action instead to guard up. Or stand firm.
It's a
Guard
very
up.
silly-
Get his AC to 16.
Oh,
Guard up.
that's a silly choice, but all right.
Guard up.
All right.
All right, that's his turn. Now, remember those 3 people I said that made their way around town? Walking fast? Saw Laszlo pass out? They're now going to go and, I said get them. They're going to come in and get you guys. So they don't need to. One of them did the wands thing, right? And the other two are gonna come over to grab you guys. They don't necessarily need to kill you. They're going to get you.
So you're saying they're trying to restrain us?
Yeah, they're going to grapple you. One is against Doxy, who just stood up. Doxy, you get to roll your own fight check to counter this.
I'm not gonna fight him.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't roll for you.
That's okay.
Doxy, once again, is it another slap in the face?
Yeah, always. That's what she was taught, that kung fu hooker slap.
Slap in the face, knee to the groin, elbow in the shoulder as they bend down. It's just, you gotta know how to do the move. It's fine.
Makes me think of that. What was that? Legally Blonde? The snap,
Bend
the drop and snap.
I can show it to you if you'd like. I'm good at it. What's up, Rena? How you doing? So anyways, and then Oscar, I easily grasp you and hold you firm. My friend.
Laszlo.
That one, Laszlo. All right, Oscar, I need from you a Constitution save.
21 with 6 stunt die.
Oh my God.
So can I just use that for degree of success and not have to make a check next time? Is that?
I'm fine with that.
All right,
I'm yeah, okay.
You could just skirmish him out the door.
No. This
This is combat.
Yeah.
This is
So yeah, you get I'll say next round you don't have to roll if you're still here.
Okay. All right. I mean, knowing my acrobatics, I will be. I am gonna try and stab this boy. You know what? I'm not even gonna try to move out this turn. I'm gonna aim. I'm gonna aim, so I add 1 to the attack roll. Question for you: when he guarded up, did he add 2 or 1 to the attack roll or to the guard? Because it matters for.
Only 1.
Only
2
one?
would have to be like some pretty extreme circumstance.
Yeah. It's an 18 to hit with 5 stunt die. I will be doing lethal blow on this one.
Damn it.
So that'll be 3d6.
You only could live long enough to scratch you.
It's 14.
What were you doing with the rest of your...
That's all of them. Because that was a lethal blow.
Oh, because the
that's
spear only
5
does
stunt die.
1d6, that's why.
That's correct. Yep.
Gotcha, okay. 14. Yep. Okay, well, let me just check something. Let me see, because he's taken a lot of damage at this point. Let me just check real quick. Yeah. Actually, hold up. Hold on, let me do my math. He's actually still standing. Ooh,
Is he on like 1 or 2 health right now?
I will also allow a perception check.
All right. Because if he's like super low, that's an 18.
That's the first, and lots of success. So listen, this is what I'm going to tell you. With your degree of success, your huge thing right there, you finally realize why it is that your attacks, as you stab into him, don't seem to hurt him. Whatever he's wearing for underneath his arm, it seems like something almost seems to be stopping the tip of the blow. When you do these hard, forceful blows, he seems to be reacting to it more like you were hitting him with a blunt into the spear than it is. Okay. Yeah, whatever he has on him is fucking amazing. All right.
Okay.
After that is going to be the other guy's turn. He is perfectly fine with everything that's going on at the moment. Laszlo surrendered, right?
I did not surrender. I just said I wasn't going to fight him. You said we're using Pathfinder Call Lightning, which doesn't require concentration. So it's still up.
Well,
and
it's not your turn.
You just said the guy's fine with it.
The guard grabbed you, and so this guy, if you look, this guy right here.
Okay, so what is he doing?
So he's seeing that you had given him whatnot. He clearly is not very happy with everything that's going on. So he starts walking around past you guys and says, "I'll deal with you in a moment." And then stands and like kind of like turns and faces towards the door. And you see he pulls out a bit of sand from inside of a pouch and he starts incanting again. You know the spell, because you heard him cast it a few times beforehand. It's don't have to roll a check if you don't want to. But a few moments later on, he throws the sand towards the door and the entire door is now filled with stone. That is his turn. It's now Laszlo's turn.
I'm fine. Don't worry.
I'm not worried about you.
Yeah, don't be.
I'm trying to think about how to not die in this next round. So the guy holding me, I'm just gonna look up at him because I'm assuming he's Perrin. He's taller than me. And I'm gonna call down lightning right on him.
Oh, the guy that's holding you!
Yeah.
Oh, God. You do realize that humans are conductors to other humans, right?
Yeah. But I mean, it's target. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I hope this is a good choice. 13. I don't think that's gonna. It's a DC check
Do you want
for
to?
the spell.
Do you want to luck that?
Luck it.
There's a
Yeah,
lot
well.
at stake here. All right.
Yeah, that's
17.
Yep. You successfully
Woo!
cast the spell.
What can I get with 2? Please, I can double attack. Can I?
Yeah, double attack now, but you might be able to get more damage. Mighty spell, extra d6 damage.
All right. Yeah, mighty spell. So 3d10 plus 1d.
Is this the last round of this, or does it last a minute?
It lasts for Pathfinder. It's
look at
based off.
backwards.
Yeah. It's based off caster level.
Oh, that's right. It's a 3rd level spell, so 5 rounds.
So he
Jesus.
takes 18, so it's not crazy.
It's not. It still friggin' hurts the guy. He was uninjured prior. It takes 18 points of damage. Thank you. And it's still your turn.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Didn't you mighty spell? You didn't roll me. Oh, you did roll the d6. Sorry.
I added in there.
I see it now.
It's
You
just
just rolled
bad. It's just bad. How close is him? I can't. Because it says I arc my hands.
I'm just curious. Oh, I did that. So I rolled better, and I did that wrong.
Yeah. I rolled
Yeah.
like crap.
Yeah, you rolled like
I rolled bad.
Uh-oh. 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 Oh, no. Oh, no. You don't want to know what that message said.
No, I can see it. I have multiple monitors too.
No. Can you see the cheer message?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
in
I'm so
chat.
sorry. I'm thinking because when they redeem things, you can't see those messages, but
No. Okay. So
Oh,
the
God.
jolt. All it says is you jolt one visible character within 10 yards of you. Do I need my hands?
that's a really good question for this edition. I would say, yeah, you do need to be able to have a somatic. I'll allow you, because this is a lightning spell and your character's background was legit focused on lightning and fire, right? So I will allow you to make a lightning arcana check, but it's going to be a very high DC. Give me 1 second to say before you roll or that. The DC was going to be hard. So you technically you could try to luck that if you want to jolt the guy.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So I just try. He sees me try to cast something.
Also, thanks, Joey. Oh, here, my heart's on fire for you. Heart's on fire for you, Joey.
Got the one that I wanted the most, and I'm really happy about it.
All right. My favorite one is honestly the my favorite one's the T one. Makes me so happy. All right, so you, sir, your turn's over. Priscilla, it's your turn.
I am going to mighty heal Laszlo again.
Really? Okay. Want to keep it up?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Oh my golly. You got it. Roll your damage or healing, whatever.
It said damage, but
Yeah, I know what you mean.
there we are. That's a roll.
beautiful.
Wow.
Wow,
That's
that's
beautiful.
full health, right?
Pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm at full.
Wow.
Do you guys update your character sheets with health?
I'm update. Yeah.
The tokens don't map to it. They
Really?
don't like it. Yeah, no, mine is at 42 on there. I'm at 46 in my character sheet right
Yeah,
now.
I have
So
max
weird.
45 health, and I'm at 34 right now.
Yeah.
It must be bad coding for this thing. Oh well, moving on. So you sir are. Oh, interesting. So you sir are healed very much by Chris Ellen. That's her major action. Chris, what do you do with your minor action?
run over towards Oscar.
He's still inside.
I'm inside, yeah.
I'm running towards him.
The
Don't
wall,
worry
the door is now a wall of stone. That's what the other guy did last turn.
Okay, and we decided that with my minor action, I can take a dodge action to be harder to hit then.
Yeah, guard up. There you go.
Yeah.
Guard
I'll do
up.
that.
Guard up. All right, cool. So that's going to be and Doxy, just so you know, if they end up trying to grapple you again, you could just get a +1 to counter that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the guy inside there, Oscar, that's with you. He's going to make his
They
attack
really
against you.
hate you.
After
Look at
this
that.
round, by the way, we'll take a break because it's been a while, so we can take a break after this round. So I'll do these guys. He really hate you. Yeah. So you said to him, he's like, no, they'll
No, you're dead in here. You know
let
that,
me out
right?
when it's done.
You could just not attack, and we could both try and get out of here if you want to turn on them. I'm all right with that too.
You honestly roll me a persuasion. It's
We
probably not
also
gonna
have
win.
his friend downstairs.
It's an 8.
Yeah,
That's
no,
about what I expected.
nope. He's attacking you.
Yeah, that's what I figured. He doesn't hit.
But I got all those stunt die. Hold on,
But-
11. Damn it! I ain't getting
Sorry,
any daddy's
bud.
dice.
Yeah,
Ah,
sorry, bud.
that's upsetting. I needed some daddy's dice.
Yeah. well,
Yep. Now I'm looking back. I got the only one that was given to me over an hour ago. He misses you. And he guards up again, because why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
And after that's going to be the 2 people outside. One of them is holding Laszlo, and just got fucking electrocuted by him. It's one of those, he like shoves Laszlo forward to like, so he lets go of breaks the grapple, shoves him forward, so he like slaps against like the wall that's over there, and grabs out his sword, shink, takes a step forward. He's going to attack him
3 minutes, by the way.
because you just hit him with lightning. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Not really made for this type of combat.
Nope.
Not really.
Oh, that's good damage too. Shit.
So, because you unfortunately don't reduce damage, which is really good for me. So he
I
steps
have no
forward,
armor. I can't wear armor.
and he cuts you deep and hurts you really badly. Then the other one that was trying to grab at Chris Ellen before, but was unsuccessful. Because it took obviously a hard slap in the face, saw that you guys clearly aren't going down easy. He says, "Boss, can we just kill him?" And the guy responds saying, "We just need one alive." And so he shrugs and says, "We'll see if it's you." And grabs the sword and steps forward to attack Chris Ellen as well. I don't know where her AC is. It's 15 hit it. You guard up, so your AC is 1 higher.
That's my defense.
Yeah.
If I told you it was 27, would you believe me?
I don't know. How many drinks have I had?
I don't know. How many drinks have you had?
1 cup of coffee out of a chip cup, which makes it taste funny.
13 right now with the guard up.
Then I'm thinking that you are gonna get hit, and I'm thinking it's gonna. Poor Chris, you might want to use a healing spell on yourself because you don't want scars on that pretty body of yours. Hey, only 5 damage for you because you take -4. All right, that's both of their turns. Oh, wand guy. I forgot about wand guy. And then there's the guy with the wand. So he can't really use the wand and burn either of you because their friends are engaged in melee with you. So they're not going to use the
Guess
wand.
he'll guard up, won't he?
Yeah, that guy, he's just going to put the wand away and draw out his sword and step up. But I think that's kind of his whole turn, right? Because like walking is a minor and then he has to do all the
you
other
gotta
stuff.
prepare the weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ready.
So-
He's pretty much taking 2 minors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so he
Yeah.
kind of like does that and walks up. And considering that you can call lightning, he does walk up to Laszlo. So. And with that happening, why don't we actually take our first break? We'll be back shortly.
I gotta pee pee.
I gotta
yeah,
pick
he's
the-
gonna pee.
I gotta pee so bad.
I want more
drank this whole
coffee.
damn thing.
And I gotta go talk to somebody about a thing real quick. All right, be right back.
Oh, good
You're
luck
just
with the
getting mad
conversation,
about it all.
Joey.